Hey guys, welcome back. I have another 3D printing project that I started. Too many started, not enough finished. I know it seems to be the thing all the time, but they're so much faster and so much easier printing than they are assembling and painting. So it goes a lot faster. So I end up with way too many projects. But I don't know how many of you guys know or not, but I have been for many years working on recreating a lot of the main rooms of the Enterprise D for the smaller 375-inch Galoob Super 7 reaction style action figures. So I've already finished the bridge, the ready room, sick bay office, the sick bay laboratory, the transporter room, observation lounge, the main level of engineering, and the holodeck, and a couple turbo lifts. So those are all finished and completed. I haven't done a video on them. They are in storage since I moved. It's a massive model. And then I also have some rooms started there that aren't finished, which is 10 forward, shuttle bay, stellar cartography, Captain Picard's quarters, and I think that's it. And then a couple of the other sections of engineering. So I want to do a couple more sections of engineering, have those started, but I don't have them finished. And then I want to do like the armory, just regular crew quarters. I'm going to do all the hallways to connect all of those rooms together. They are not going to be in position where they should be, but there will be hallways and doorways to connect all of those rooms through. And then I've got some other rooms that I want to do too. Cargo bay. What else? Goodness, I can't even remember all of it. I've got a list of rooms I want to do. And so that is the objective, excuse me, to get all of those done. If you want to see the rooms I've already finished, I do have pictures of them, no video, but pictures up on my Facebook page, which is listed on my YouTube up at the top under my links. I've got pictures of the rooms that I did finish. And so these are going to be adding on. And so this is the first one that I have done in a while, the first one I've done since I've moved here. And it's also the first one I've done in resin and not PLA. So obviously I had to leave my plastic printers in storage back in Iowa. They haven't moved out here yet with me. I was only able to bring my resin printers. And so projects have been different. And so this is the first room I've done in resin. And I think it's turning out nicely. So it's going to be the Brig. I'm going to let you guys take a look at it. Let me know what you think. It's pretty rough. I just started it. I'm basically taking bits and pieces, either that I found online or that I'm designing on my own, and I'm going to try to recreate the entire room. So we'll start with the main doorway. So obviously you've got the main doorway, not into the room, but for the Brig holding cell. Now this I did find online on Thingiverse. You can look up Brig on Thingiverse, and this will come up from the JD Makes that I also follow his Patreon and everything else. But he designed this. Now I sized it differently. He has it sized for the Playmates figures. I downsized it for the Galoob, obviously. And this was one section, one piece. So there's a couple different options here that I'm going to do, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. I got some transparent yellow, transparent blue, and just clear plexiglass. And I don't know if I want to cut the plexiglass into the Brig shape and just insert it in here. I'm afraid that'll scratch the paint if it's too tight. And if it's too loose, it'll just fall out. So I think I'm going to I got enough to do more than one. So I'm going to do one of each of those in here. But I also did slice this wall in two so that if I want to just put a sheet behind, that I can put the transparent plexiglass here and then just sandwich it in between the walls so that even that way I could just pull it up and move it out and have them go in and out. I don't know which color I want to do, if I want to do the yellow, the blue, or the clear. I know that their force field just kind of flashed like a bluish color, and then it was basically see-through. But as a play set, being clear, I don't know if you'll really be able to see it. So I decided to get a couple different colors. I'll play around with them. And then, like I said, I will cut and see if I can insert and remove without causing too much damage to the paint, because even with clear coats, the paint always seems to just rub right off. And I couldn't really find a resin color that matches everything else that I'm going to be painting the room. So it is what it is. But main wall there, obviously you got the little force field emitters, right? Looks nice, looks good. Okay, now this is the back wall. I like the design. The bed is a little big. I will show you with a figure, but that's just the size it was. I'm going to leave it. I think the Brig on the Enterprise had another pillow thing down here on most of the episodes. I don't know if all of them, so I might take another one of these and add it down here. I'm going to watch some more videos and look at some more pictures. The one I've seen had one on both ends, so I'm probably going to add that, but we'll see. So that would be back wall here. Now you got side wall. This is one he designed. I might redo this. It looks like it got a little stretched out when he did the design, because this one looks good. This one looks a little odd. So I might file that down and just print one of these out and put on another one so that that doesn't look so funky. Now this one, it's I'm trying to remember how it goes. There's a top and a bottom, but it goes on this side, and I don't know if I like how those line up. I might add another little section back here to push that wall out a little bit. It depends on how the rest of it lines up. Now this one is basically where like the sink and stuff is. It's no sink in there, but there's like little drawers, and all of this design is kind of hard to see here. It'll be easier to see once it's painted, and it needs to be sanded down a little bit. But I like this design. Now also on this one, it fits up right against the bed, which blocks a bunch of the stuff back there. I don't know if you can see that. It blocks a lot of the stuff back there, which is not how it is in the show. So I might extend this wall out here and just design a wall section to go here that is a little more in line with what was in the show, which is obviously going to extend this a bit. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do here. If I want to deal with that, or if I just want to leave it alone. I think I'd like to add at least a little something, maybe bring it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it basically is meant to line up like that. So if I start messing around with it, it's going to kind of throw things off. And then obviously this fits in the front. It's not going to stand up because that is too small, but you guys get the idea, right? Of course you do, right? So you got a Brig room. I think it's going to work nice. I think I will extend it a bit because it is a bit small. Not that Brig was huge, but I do think that they had more room than that inside. Now, this I also found online from JD Makes. I believe it is listed on Thingiverse as well. This is the Brig control room console that sits out in front here. Now, I don't have enough room on this table, but obviously it comes out. The main door is over here. You'd walk in. There's a little bench that I haven't made yet. This console sits here, right? And then in some of the episodes, these are in here, and some of them they're not. Some of them, these little movable sort of, I'm guessing they're like force field generators of some kind. I don't think they're lights. They could be light pedestals. I'm not sure. But I always thought they were like force field generators that they could move around. Like I said, some of the episodes they're in there, some of them they're not. These I designed myself, so they're not listed online anywhere. I had to come up with these freaking buggers on my own. So I did decide to print them. I will put them in the model. And then the chair for this office, also not listed anywhere online. I had designed this myself as well. It is not 100% accurate, but it is pretty close just because it kind of was hard to see in the episodes and it changed a lot. So this is just the design that I decided to make that was similar to it. So that obviously will be the chair that goes with the desk out farther. Okay, so we'll take a look with my little board guy. I have the half arch designed already, and I can use it for the full arch. I haven't printed it yet because I wanted to make sure, like with the door and this, I want to make sure that I get the size right. So I haven't printed that yet because I don't know how big this room is going to be. But yeah, that's what's going on so far. So let me know what you guys think on color for plastic. If I should go with the translucent yellow, the translucent blue, or just clear. If I should try to do an insert in the center, or if I should just do a sheet between the two. What you guys think will look the best, be the easiest, will cause the least damage to the paint. If there's something that you guys know of that you can put on the model to keep the paint from scratching off so easily, let me know that too, because I haven't found anything yet that holds it on very well. The acrylic paints and even like the non-acrylic paints, the oil-based paints, they all seem like they scratch off even with a clear coat afterwards. So yeah, that's the Brig so far. Need some sanding. But that's what's coming along. I will update you guys as soon as I get some more parts printed, decide what I'm going to do with the walls, all that kind of stuff. But I think it's looking good so far. I'm not upset with it. I think it's going to come out nice, make a nice little addition. And the room is not huge, so I can do a small room like this here while I'm at the parents' house without upsetting them too much, I hope. So that's what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one. Check out my Facebook if you want to see it, or my Instagram has some of my other projects that I don't post on my Facebook or my YouTube. Just other stuff, action figures that I paint, that I've printed, statues, stuff like that. All right, and I will see you guys in the next update. Bye.